They hate and kidnap you. Say, hey, salad. Poor people invented salad. I don't know who invented salad. I don't know who invented. Well, they didn't invent it. Like the salad was the salad. But who thought, hey, I want to eat that thing? But I like it. I actually enjoy salad now. I bathe it in dressing. It's usually dressing with salad, not salad with dressing. But you can really screw up salad, which is hard. So I went to my buddy Ira and Raj's place, Thousand North. It's a really cool joint. I think Michael Jordan's like a co-owner of that place. And I went out, and the salad was pretty ridiculous. So did that, was out on the boat with my friend, put out a little locals video on the boat. I don't have a boat. I could buy a boat if I wanted to, thanks to you listening to the show and its success, but I'm not really interested. Because someone told me once the best day in a boat is when you get it and get rid of it, and I'm not really into that. So my buddy...
Fucking sped up.
I'm a dad, you know, my two daughters. My other daughter went back to school.
He's fucking sped up like crazy.
You know, I obviously love my daughters to death, but my firstborn,
hate rich people.
You know, great relationship, but when you're teenagers, you kind of, I don't know, you grow apart a little bit. I share a lot of my life with you all, and I hope it's not annoying. You do, they get independent, and they, you know, she's becoming a woman, and she doesn't need me for stuff like she used to, and it's hard for a dad. She was my firstborn. I hadn't gone through that before. And my daughter was going back to school this weekend, and she was walking out of the house. She started crying. Now I get choked up. I sound like a big sap myself. But she really missed us. She's been calling us ever since. And I told my wife, I'm like, I can't believe it. I said, you know, this is like, this hasn't been the past 2 years. She's been very independent, dad, going out, going to work, whatever. And you see her at 9 o'clock that night when she gets home. And so it was pretty amazing. So it was really good to see my youngest, who is soon to be 11. She's 10, I have 2, 18, soon to be 19. Both their birthdays are in January, that's why I say that. And see her on the boat with my friend and her friends, because it's a couple with 2 kids her age that go to the same school. And to see them just like in the water, enjoying, you know, nature, man, God's gifts, you know, the sandbar, the mangroves, really was pretty awesome. So that was probably a little more than 2 minutes. Sorry, you know I don't do it much. But Jim, you would give the liner, please.
This TMI moment is brought to you by Dan Bongino.
So thank you, folks. I always appreciate the Monday brief interludes. I know it drives the stick to the issues crowd nuts. I'm sorry I don't do it on purpose. But, you know, I'm here for 15 hours a week and another 5 hours on the podcast. So I enjoy spending some old personal time with you, too. Gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen. Gaslighting is the tool of the tyrant. So you know what is gaslighting? You hear that word thrown around a lot, and people just assume it's synonymous with lying. It is to some degree, but lying is a subset of gaslighting. Gaslighting is a term I bring up a lot on this show because it's critical to the continuance of the whole liberal ethos and ideology, right? I mean, getting people to believe like parents shouldn't pick where their kids go to school, that somehow confiscating people's money through high tax rates is going to make them more prosperous. I mean, the idea that the government bureaucrat who can't even manage to figure out how to get you a license at the DMV, determine when you're going to crack your chest open in a health procedure, is somehow going to be good for your health care. Our idea is so laughably stupid, only a liberal would believe them. So why do these ideas continue? The idea that communism worked despite a body bag count in the hundreds of millions, right? They continue because of gaslight. It's getting people to believe a false reality is in fact real reality, authentic reality. Indicated by that book Gaslight, or that movie Gaslight. A recent movie about that is what is it? The girl on the train or whatever it is, and you know the husband is really abusive to the wife, but she drinks a lot, so he gets her to believe that she's the one abusing him. And then finally she finds out because the friends are like, hey, your husband's like a real dog, and she starts to remember everything. That's gaslighting. It's the tool of the tyrant. Now, one of the key components of gaslighting is isolating. There are about 4 key components. You'd probably argue maybe there's more, but to get people to believe in a completely false reality, we don't have an immigration crisis at the border. We don't. Are you a moron, or is that just a Monday thing? Or is that just a special degree of stupid you hold out for Monday? We don't have a crisis at the border? I mean, like hundreds of dead kids from fentanyl and millions of people pouring across the border. including, I just saw this. I'm gonna cover it in detail on tomorrow's show because I got a loaded show today. But this just popped during the break. This just came up from law enforcement today. CBP, buried bombshell. CBP caught 12 illegal immigrants on the terrorism watch list. When? Last year? No, just in November. That's just in November. That just popped. I'll get to that more tomorrow. But believing we don't have a crisis on the border is obvious gaslight. Any sane non-moron, non-liberal understands right now there's an invasion going on our southern border. Matter of fact, it's not just, it's beyond an invasion. Like calling it an invasion is nice. And I'll prove it to you. If an army of 25,000 people were to cross the Texas border, any of the southern states border, that border Mexico, you'd be like, oh my gosh, we're witnessing a lifetime invasion of the United States. You had 2 million people cross in. 12 on the terror watch list in November alone. Those are the only ones we know about on the terror watch list. And yet you call it an invasion and the liberals are like, they start in their diapers again. It's because they've been gaslit. So gaslighting has four main components. You gotta lie. There's no crisis on the border. You have to lie often. There's really no crisis on the border. You have to lie confidently. As I said, there's definitely no crisis on the border. But then you have to isolate people from the truth. In other words, you can't let them see the crisis on the border. Because even the dumbest liberals shows up on their front lawn, or God forbid some kind of a crime happens to them and is perpetrated by an illegal immigrant. The point is, if you don't isolate people from eventually even the dumbest, as I said, are going to figure it out. I'd make the case to you that the most important component of gaslighting. It is the tool of the tyrant, gaslighting. Why am I bringing this up at the beginning of the show? Because we're going to sandwich today's show about stories about gaslighting. In the end, and so stay tuned. We're going to have a segment on the vaccine. A lot of athletes, dying suddenly. And the left's, again, efforts to gaslight you, to isolate you from the truth. And by the way, all the liberals pee in their pants again, thinking, oh my God, we're vaccine conspiracy theories. I'm just going to give you some facts that are the truth. If you choose to self-isolate yourself from them, that's your problem, not mine. Okay? That's your issue. That's not my problem. That makes you dumber for it, voluntarily dumb. Not me. I'm not claiming anything. I don't make fantastic claims I can't back up. I'm simply stating facts. Whether you choose to accept facts as facts is again, that's your issue. That's not mine. But I'm bringing up the gaslighting at the beginning. This is a story. I've been champing at the bit here to get on the show. This is the weekend. I miss it. I get a little by Saturday evening radio withdrawal. This is kind of like my therapy session with you all, right? Story about the Biden visit to the border, which was going to break right after my Fox show Saturday night. I knew something was going to happen to gaslight. Now, this story about the border tells a couple of stories. Subplots. Number one, Biden visiting the border. Subplot number one is not Biden, Kamala Harris, or who's not political vice president, or anyone else trying to figure out the problems at the border. Can we just please just throw that away right now? It has nothing to do with it. Every sane person has known the problem at the border for a long time. Dump the remaining Mexico protocols, streets of El Paso and a bunch of border patrol CBP turned their back on them or something. I guarantee you they vetted every single person there and made sure they weren't going to do anything. CBP, I don't mean anything bad. I just mean that they were going to show up and, they could do their job. I don't fault them. These guys work hard. But did you notice as well, and I'll get to this after the break, the Daily Mail and only conservative outlets were reporting this, like a massive street cleaning before this, started pulling all these people off from illegal immigrants for months now. And I thought Biden was going down. He wasn't going down. People in El Paso cleaned it up for him. Why? So there was no bad. That's what, ladies and gentlemen, that's what isolating people from the truth absolutely looks like. When a media refuses to report on reality outside of the truth. We are nothing more than media people that North Korea imagine. I've come to love called Henry Repeating Arms. They make a line of lever-action rifles and shotguns that are made in America, or they won't be made at all. Folks, Henry does things the old-fashioned way, like providing award-winning customer service and an unlimited lifetime guarantee to protect you and future generations. They're true patriots who give back to our military, veterans, first responders, and they raise money for families who take care. There's more than 200 models to choose from in a variety of calibers and finishes, and they're all top quality and made with the finest craftsmanship. Mine were accurate, right out of the box, and reliable ever since. So if you're dreaming about a new rifle or shotgun, what's your land bag? You're going to want to check out henryusa.com. Same goes for parents looking for a youth model and beginners ready for their first firearm. And for you collectors out there, be sure to check out their tribute. henryusa.com and order their free catalog. Comes with a list of dealers near you and a couple of free decals. That's henryusa.com for a free catalog and decals to learn more about this great American company.
You're listening to the Dan Bongino Show on the Bay Area's home for conservative talk on your radio and smart speaker at 560 KSFO.
Dispatch is not available on gas in New Jersey, Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the call. Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow. Extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now. Earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WIN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account. Or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WIN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WIN.
Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Income may be subject to state, local, or federal alternative minimum tax. When interest rates rise, prices fall. When interest rates fall, prices rise.
There's one word we can all agree on today. Free. Everyone likes a free meal or a free ride. But how about tax-free income? Investing in municipal bonds can provide federally tax-free income that can serve as the cornerstone for your portfolio. Henyon & Walsh is a leading specialist in tax-free and provides individual investors with quality service and personal Walsh today to learn more about the benefits of municipal bonds. Call 1-800-761-9761 now, and they'll send their informative bond guide free. No obligation. No. Just dial 1-800-761-9761 today to receive a free copy of their informative bond guide, because free is always the right price. Call Henyon & Walsh today. 761-9761. Henyon & Walsh Inc., member FINRA SIPC.
You're still living in the past, Mr. Brown.
Why do you say that, Doc?
Who uses Little Pink while you were out slip?
I do. Got one here from Nancy.
Who's Nancy?
No idea, but wait, that's my wife.
It's a new year, Mr. Brown. I think you and Nancy should consider S&G Carpet's New Year New Flooring Sale.
Great idea.
This month, select new carpet, waterproof core, hardwood, and laminate is up to 30% off.
30%? We could replace our old shag with new shag.
Soft carpets are in. Just Google the nearest smartphone or have their mobile showroom come to you and save up to 30% off select new flooring during their New Year New Flooring Sale. You don't have a smartphone, do you?
I don't, but I always carry 3x5 cards and a number 2 pencil in my pocket protector.
Oh, Mr. Brown.
Enjoy new flooring this new year and up to 30% during S&G's New Year New Flooring Sale. Plus, get their no surprise guarantee and promise to beat any written estimate by 10%. S&G more than carpet. Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you or to have their mobile showroom come to you. Now offering tile and carpet cleaning.
Are the Biden administration's New Year's goal taxing and spending, turning a blind eye to